So with 2020 officially in the rear view mirror, I just wanted to make a video to kind of bookend this very interesting year. And there's so much to say, but I really just want to use this video to look back at the year for this channel, how things went, what I did. And this video isn't really for many people, but it's mostly for me. I'm doing this so that a couple years down the road, next year, a few years, whatever, whenever it may be, I can look back to this video and remember, hey, that's what the channel was doing back in this time. And you usually don't have this, as time goes on, you lose these analytics, you lose this stuff. So I thought it would be nice to just kind of bookend this year with the things that went on with the channel. So let me get started, and I've got all the information here. So I'm just, if you keep seeing me looking down, I'm just looking at this information so I'm not wrong. So on the channel this year, I had a total watch time of 2,975,000 minutes. So in years, that's 5.67 years of watch time. That's incredible to think about. And for a channel this size, I don't know, I don't compare much, but just for a channel of my size to get 5.67 years of watch time, it just feels so weird. I'm forever thankful for that. Building onto that, a total view count of 990,000 total views added to the channel. My channel has, I believe, just around 3 million total views, so 990K is a big part of that. Thank you so much. I really don't think the views have ever been this high in any particular year. And this year, I added on 2,120 new subscribers to the channel. That's 23% growth. So a quarter of my channel is all this year. So a quarter of my new subscribers have come this year, which is just so cool to think about. I'm so glad I can see these analytics to see this. And talking about the people who watch my video, my audience has a 78.5% male to 21.5% female ratio. And from what I understand, this is actually a pretty decent ratio for tech. So I'm almost at a 1 to 5 on the male to female ratio. And my audience age is also 25 to 34 is the biggest range with 34%, but right behind it is 18 to 24 with 32.3%. So 65% of my audience lands within the 18 to 34-year-old range, which is, I think, a really good audience to have, especially in consumer tech. That's a good part of, actual people who are buying this stuff, which I think is very good. My audience location, so there's so many countries. I couldn't even count all of them, that many. But the biggest location is United States, number one, which makes sense. That's where I'm from. That's where, I guess tech is very popular as well. So 26.9%. So over 1/4 of my channel views, my audience is from the United States. 10.5%, the next number 2 is from India. Number 3 is UK at 6%. And then after that, it just keeps going and getting smaller and smaller until there's like a bunch of them with 1 to 3% audience rate. So it's crazy that I've got a pretty unique audience. I've got the US, UK, and India, which is like almost all over the world encompassing it. And content-wise, this year I made 84 videos. I uploaded 84 videos. And of most of these, actually, I just wanted to say, there was a big part in the beginning of the year, not even in the beginning, in the middle of the year, where I wasn't really making that many videos. I made like 2 videos in June. I made like 3 videos in July, 1 video all of May. Just, that period where the pandemic was really starting to get real. And just, I think at that point, I wasn't feeling that into making tech. And another real thing was that there just weren't that many products out that time, and getting things were completely difficult. Just everything seemed to be out of stock. Nothing was easily available. And I just kind of didn't make a lot of videos, even though I had things I could make videos about. I had products on hand. I didn't feel like it. And that's why, this year my total number of videos is actually not as high compared to the last couple of years. But I think the second half of the year, after July, from August to December, has been extremely strong. I have created a lot of content, and I am very proud of the way I worked on the channel in the second half of this year. And honestly, I think that really helped me stay busy and not worry about all this. This pandemic was very difficult, and with, just life and family and everything, it really helped. The channel just helped keep me busy, helped keep me occupied with something. It was really nice. And of all the videos, the most popular video views-wise was the Apple Watch SE unboxing, which got 85,000 views. And this was just the video that was uploaded this year. The overall most watched video on my channel of 2020 was surprisingly the iPhone 8 Plus versus 7 Plus comparison video, which got 175,000 views this year alone. That's crazy. This video, I don't know what it is about this video. Ever since I've uploaded it, it has just gone on and on and on. And even 3 years later, it is still my most watched video. I don't even know. It's not even, looking back at it, there's so many crappy things about that video that I would, change now if I were to make that again. It's crazy how well that video has performed. And it is my most watched video on the channel overall, too. So that video was not surprising, but still surprising to see how many views it pulled in. It is more than double of the most popular video I uploaded this year. So pretty crazy. And the least popular video I uploaded this year was the OnePlus 8 Pro is $899 too much. So I really didn't have the phone in this. It was just a discussion video where I talked about the pricing strategy of OnePlus. This was right in the middle where I wasn't uploading too much. So 1 video a month, 2 videos a month, kind of right in April, I believe this was. And I guess it was a combination of just not being an interesting enough topic for many people and being a very planned upload for YouTube. The algorithm just didn't really seem to like it. Whatever it was by far the lowest video that was watched on my channel, only 54 views. And now that that's all been covered, the highs, the lows, what was the most fun for me to make? I think the most fun I had making a video this year, there were a couple, but the one that I think really stuck in my mind is making the video about the M1 Mac Mini. That again is a video that didn't get many views. It only got like 175 some views, but that video was so fun because I unboxed the Mac Mini. I compared it not only to a 2014 Mac Mini that I have, but also to my 2018 MacBook Pro. And the performance differences, everything was so fascinating to see comparing those computers. And it really did open my eyes to a whole new world of what the Apple processors could do. And that video really just was, I think, one of my favorites to make the entire year. There was a lot of different elements that went into it. I had to do a lot of different things for it. So it was very entertaining to make. And I think the information that I got out of it is definitely the most valuable I got out of any video this year. And finally, rounding things off, with all the products I purchased this year, I purchased so many. My favorite product of them all was two. It's a tie. I can't really break this tie, but both of them have a very common element between them. They punch above their weight class. So my favorite products were the Pixel 4a, which I made a video about yesterday, and the Apple M1 Mac Mini, which again is a $700 computer, which performs on par almost with my $4,000 actually, almost $4,000 MacBook Pro. So these new computers from Apple, these M1 chips, are just going to completely revolutionize how we look at computing power, especially from Apple. And the Pixel 4a, such a good value. For $350, the things you get out of that phone, I still look at it sometimes. I still look at the photos it takes sometimes and I'm like, damn, this came out of a $350 phone. Can you imagine? And that's kind of why I think this year my focus wasn't on the extravagant products, the most expensive ones, it has this gimmick and that gimmick. No, I think this year for me was, because of just the way the world was, I started to look a little bit more towards the essential, the core, the cheaper stuff, the things that are not the most crazy expensive, but they give you so much value. I think I was definitely more interested in value this year than I was any year before this, and I'm not sure if the next year will be the same. It's gonna be a new year, new products, new everything. So it'll be fun to see. So that's it for this video, guys. I don't know if anybody's ever even gonna watch this video. Even if you don't, I don't really care, because this one was just for me. I wanted to just bookend this year. And this video does that perfectly for me. So if you haven't already, be sure to follow, subscribe, all that wonderful stuff. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate every single one that watches these videos, comments, replies, follows on social media, all this stuff. It just really, the entire reason I do this is because I love communicating. I love talking with people about tech, and this channel serves that purpose. So thank you so much for that. Have a great, great year. Happy New Year. I'll catch you in the next one.